guys, how's it going? I hope you're enjoying your holiday season so far. We're just a couple of days away from Christmas at this point, and it is 41 degrees outside. Like, we have been having the most gorgeous fall and winter so far this year. Lots of rain instead of snow, which is a little bit abnormal for us. We are working in the greenhouse today, which means it's in the upper 50s in here, so it feels really good. In fact, I'm probably gonna need to take my coat off here quick. But I'm working on just a really fun, small succulent project for Christmas. I have a windowsill that I just want to add a little Christmas touch to. I don't even know why I want to do it so close to Christmas, because I'll probably tear it apart and do something else with the succulents afterward, but it's just fun to me. So I thought I'd bring you along for the project. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you some of the supplies I have gathered up, and then I need to go inside and grab all the succulents. So this is my little work table right here. This is what I want to plant up. Isn't that cute? Like for a mantle or the windowsill, like I think is where I'm gonna put it. It does not drain, but that's okay for this arrangement just because I don't plan on keeping them in there for very long. I've got my plastic here. This is just a really thick, clear plastic that I'll line the container with so it doesn't damage the wood. I do have some cactus soil. I think I'm gonna need more than one though, so I'm gonna have to go grab another one of those. And then a couple of supplies that I always like to keep around when I'm working with succulents. So there's this. It's like a baby nose bulb, and it blows like soil and stuff off of succulents without you having to touch them really nicely. I always have a paintbrush, which actually serves like that. I use it for my table mostly, and then a razor blade for the plastic. I also have a bunch of other plants in the background. I'll kind of give you like a little mini tour real quick. It's stuff that I had left over from last season. Not really leftover, like I have plans for it, it's just I didn't get to it last year. I don't know if you guys have that sort of thing too, where projects just kind of back uphill a little bit, and you have every intention of getting to them and you just didn't have a chance. This year was just nuts. Having Benjamin, it's just a totally different, I don't know, your priorities shift so much when you have kids, and now I know. I have so much more, I don't know, like my life perspective is very different now. Anyway, here are some of the things lined up. Like there's even some fall plants, some really pretty cabbage in there, and some pansies that I didn't get to, some helichrysum. There's the kale right there. But these will be really great in the spring if they stay nice. I've got some evergreens that I was gonna work on, maybe bonsai. And then I've got some really pretty shrubs. These are called Strongbox Ilex. They're actually an evergreen, but they're, I think, a zone 5, so I just didn't really want to risk planting them too late. I've got a beautiful oak leaf hydrangea that's still in full-on fall color. Plants in the greenhouse always kind of react a little bit different than if they were outside. Now these, you guys, I got 10. These are Green Mountain Cone Boxwoods. I actually got them at Home Depot. I did not plan on getting these, but they had them on clearance for $10 a piece. Like $10 a piece, and they're in good sized containers. And I have plans for those for the west side of the house where we just ripped out all the grass. There are my Halloween containers that were up by the front door. Still looking really pretty. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just the sweetest thing? It does my heart good to come out here and see some color. There's the Heucherella. Is it Red Rover, I think? I'm not positive, but those look great with the ivy. And then on this side, I don't have as much. Like the tables are pretty clear, which is very abnormal for me. Usually this greenhouse has been really full the last few years. Anyway, there's some little boxwoods I planted up late last season and some other stuff. So I think we'll head inside. I love that it's in the 50s in the greenhouse because the succulents, no matter really how tender they are, most everything can handle that kind of weather, and transporting them from house to greenhouse isn't a big deal either because 41 degrees is kind of perfect. Usually I don't move my succulents inside, the ones I've got out for summer, until it dips below 40, so we're doing good. Little look at the garden while we're walking by, may as well. I left the boxwoods out here, and they're doing pretty good so far. There's some spinach that I still need to harvest, so I just left it in that box. I've got carrots back in that one, cilantro and beets in this one, which, like, the cilantro does not look half bad. More boxwoods, and a big muddy mess past the garden. This is our big project for this next year. So we are in full-on planning mode. I mean, we're working on plant orders for this area. We're not going to fill up the entire thing. That will take some years to do, but we want to get like the infrastructure, like hardscape stuff done, like the pathway. I'm adding some concrete elements over there. And then I actually plan on planting a lot of flowers from seed over there just to fill up some space, like zinnias, something with big color. So that should be a really fun project. I'm looking so forward to it. I have spring fever so bad already. Hey baby. Hi Benjamin. What are you doing? Did you just get up from a nap? Hi. Here, let's show everyone how you can walk.
All right, walk to mama.
Come here, baby. Good boy. You want the camera, don't you? It's like, give it. Yeah. Give me the camera. You are so cute, baby. I love how he just has his lovey hanging out of his mouth. Good boy. All right, I'm gonna grab the plants and head out to the greenhouse.
Cool.
Bye, baby. Love you. So I have the succulents kind of gathered up here on the stove. I like to gather up a ton more than I actually need for a project so that I have lots of options. So I had these hanging out upstairs in the plant room, and I think they all look really pretty, so I can't really go wrong. So here they all are out here in the greenhouse. It's a little bit brighter out here, so you can kind of see the color and texture a little bit better. Now I did bring out these 2 boxes as well. These are a couple of things that we opened up from Lula's garden. I think it was either early spring or maybe even last Christmas. Anyway, I'm ready to have these in a different container, so I may use some of those. But you might be surprised at how many of those I can actually make fit in here. So now Aaron is going to set up a couple of his cameras. In fact, he already brought a couple tripods out, so we can try to capture the arrangement a little bit better than I would be able to, because I can't really hold my camera and plant at the same time. So we'll probably set it to some festive Christmas music. I hope you enjoyed that. And then I will come back and tell you a little bit more about how I plan on taking care of it and where it's going to go. Like how we filmed that. That was kind of fun because I got to design this box from the front. You guys already knew it said Merry Christmas, but we wanted to film it in a way that we could do just like a sped up video alone without all of my talking and explanation, and have it be kind of a fun like mystery that, you know, you see these succulents being planted, and then all of a sudden you see that Merry Christmas, and it kind of just brings a little bit of magic to it, hopefully. But I am really thrilled with how this turned out. I'm always a little bit intimidated still to plant up long skinny boxes like this, and all of these plants just seem to nestle right in, which was so fun. And I was also nervous because I really didn't have a lot of, like, I don't have any string of pearls that I could use in this arrangement. They're being used in something else. So the fact that I found some semps that had like little babies hanging off, and then I used some of this princess pine kind of as a draper, it worked out really great. I really didn't need that many drapey type succulents because we really did want to see the letters still. And I really didn't need that much height either. This aloe in the center was really beautiful, I think, as kind of the the tallest element in there and I offset it a bit from the center. And then I did use the 3 little cacti that were in those boxes from Lula's garden right there. They were a bugger to get out of those containers. That's why they ship so well. They stay put. And this is what I have left. So you can see I did stay away from the purple tone succulents because I thought that those would maybe clash with the red of the box. But quite a number of things still left over. And then like I said, I'm not going to be keeping these succulents in this box for a really long time because it is a very seasonal looking box. I mean, I suppose I could like paint over it or something. I mean, maybe I'll end up doing that. But I did remove a lot of soil and roots off of each of these plants. So they'll kind of sit in there just kind of in root forming mode for the next couple of months. They won't be putting on any growth. So even if I don't get to it and repot these out into something else, they'll be totally fine. In fact, you can plant succulents just like this and they should last up to a year. If you're giving them the proper amount of light, the proper water, they are usually really happy. They don't need a whole lot of space to grow because they'll stay kind of relative to the amount of space you give them. If they're given more space for root growth and, you know, more elbow room, they will grow a little bit larger faster than if they're packed in like this. So I know some of you guys look at this and think like, oh my gosh, we need to repot that right now. But this is how I like to plant succulents and they usually last for a really long time. We just have to do routine maintenance, like routine grooming, pulling off a leaf here or there that's dried up. I might pop out like some of these baby Sempervivums that are right in here, right here. I might pop those out, or maybe, you know, if some of these little guys, let me get closer here, if some of these little guys start to grow and get like more dangly, they start to like trail over the edge, I could pop those out as well. And then this is how I water it. I use a very large syringe that you can get on Amazon, or if your garden center carries hydroponic supplies, you can get it there. That's where I got mine. So I'm gonna set the camera up so you can see me actually water these succulents. So I like it because it has a really fine tip, so I can kind of get in here just like this and just squeeze out just enough water to moisten the root balls, but not enough water to pool at the bottom. See how clean that is? So once I get this arrangement inside, I'll probably reload my syringe one more time and just give it a little bit more water, maybe toward the back side, just to make sure all the plants are settled in nicely. But this container does not have drainage, so we just need to water very sparingly, probably every 2 to 4 weeks, depending on where you were to put it in your house. And I know that mine's going right on a windowsill where there's a heat register right below it. I mean, it's several feet away, but still that's a lot more air circulation and it can dry things out a lot faster. So I may have to give it just a little bit of water every couple of weeks. So I think I want to haul this inside and show you guys where it's gonna go. All right, so the lighting's not the best right now in this room, but this is Irene in my bedroom. And this is one of the windows, and there's really not much for Christmas in our bedroom. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a little splash of color. I do have a little Christmas tree on our dresser, which I'm going to be showing a little closer in our holiday decor tour. But I think it looks really cute right here, and I know it's really blown out behind it, so it's really kind of hard to see. But it just brings a little bit of something here that it needed. Last year I had a Christmas tree in this window, but I used it somewhere else, so I think next year I may have to plan to get another tree. It looked really pretty too to see it from down below. So I'll show you the view here. It's a view down into Versailles. Here's our balcony, which is a complete mess. It's been really rainy and kind of windy. It's been blowing in leaves and stuff like that. But we did get our furniture covered, so yay for us. So that is it for this video. I'm super happy with how this arrangement turned out. I really like how it looks. I actually think it looks really good with the black curtains next to it. And it just adds a little bit of color and a little bit more plant life. I don't have a ton of stuff in our bedroom yet. We've been here for like over 3 years now, but I'm a slow go when it comes to decorating the inside of our house. We've done a whole lot more outside than I have done inside. So every little bit that I get done in here, I'm just always so thrilled with. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just seeing something green and growing and colorful. It's always nice this time of year. I hope you are all having a great Christmas season, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.